Alright, hello my jolly Harry Potter and Lego fans. Today we are reviewing on 76387 Hogwarts Fluffy Encounter set. So this set right here has 397 pieces, retails for $39.99 USD and $64.99 SGD. Without further ado, let's go on to the next section and review it. Now on with this review of this set, let's start with the minifigure first before we go on to the set design, shall we? So for our first minifigure, we have Golden Hermione, and I have to say I'm not that impressed with this figure, just because of the fact whereby the torso piece and the leg piece is actually exactly the same as the Harry Potter one we got in the Polyjuice Potion set, and yeah, I just feel that there should be a bit of subtle differences between all of them at the very least. For Ninjago, for example, every single ninja actually have different costumes to them, for example in the pictures over here. But for Harry Potter, I feel that Ron, Hermione and Harry all have the same torso piece. I just feel that to a certain extent it's kind of a disappointment, and I don't really like it for that. But other than that, I guess the hair piece right there and the head piece right there is all fine, and I do really like that. But this is really just a personal opinion of mine, and that's it. For this minifigure, this is the back torso with the 20 years print right there, and that's that for this. Next, for the three other minifigures we have in this set, they're quite similar in appearances just because of their face expressions and of course their uniforms as well. As you can see right there, the three torsos, the only one who's actually different is actually Ron Weasley with that more opened up uniform right there. Otherwise, for Harry and Hermione, both of them actually have the same exact torsos and prints right there, and yeah, there's practically nothing really special about it. But otherwise, their face print right there, the first expression all shows that they are kind of smiling right there, and the second one actually shows that all of them are terrified. Ron is terrified, Harry is terrified, and so is Hermione Granger. And yeah, that's that for this. As you can see, all their face expressions kind of have the same patterns, and I guess that's kind of interesting to an extent. But to me, this minifigures in this set kind of just throws me off to an extent, but I can understand because in the fluffy scene, only the trio were actually seen in that particular section, and so like you can't really differentiate towards other characters inside the show. So I do understand why they actually selected this tree inside the set, but because as a person who has bought a lot of Harry Potter sets, it just tends to get repetitive at times. So like getting them right now just doesn't really appeal to me as much, and yeah, that's my opinion on this. Now next on we move on to the set design. Now for the set design, I have to say I have to critique it again. As you can tell from this video, I'm really critiquing like this set quite badly, because like I just feel that the minifigure section is not really good, and in terms of the build of this set, it's not really good as well. So like I can't really help it but to be honest and just be a little negative to an extent. So the minus points of this set, first of all, is the fact whereby if I actually remove this fluffy build right here and view the empty corridor to you guys, you can tell how hollow and boring this part of the set is. There's absolutely nothing shown over here, and other than a meat piece and just this part where it actually opens up, there's practically nothing you can really do to play with this part, which is a really huge problem because like kids, when they buy this set, they expect to be able to play with it, but they aren't able to play with it technically because like there's nothing actually special about it. At the very least, I feel that what Lego could have done is provided maybe some stickers over there at the end of those panels over there to give it some representation. And what I really kind of don't like as well is this open spaces over here as well. And yeah, that's that for this part of which. But I do appreciate that they gave us a build of the lyre right here, very nice, with a nice sticker over there and a lot of different technic parts added. And the fact whereby Fluffy looks absolutely amazing as well, with the kind of printed head with this totally angry head right here, half asleep and fully asleep because of the music of the lyre making it go asleep. Very nice representation right there, and I love the mobility of this dog fig. But other than Fluffy itself, I would say that the tower build right here is almost absolutely disappointing to an extent, because like this part right here, this devil snare section is way too small in my opinion. Like it doesn't even really look like a devil snare, but I do appreciate that they added a specific section to represent that scene whereby Ron was absolutely terrified. And yeah, pretty good to an extent, but like it's just too small, I would say, and yeah, kind of disappointing. And what is this specific section over here? This is what I don't really understand. This is supposed to be another corridor by itself, and this right here doesn't have any like specific kind of representation either, only with those fire lamps over there. It just feels very missed opportunity is what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to be super negative right here, but just looking at this as a person who reviews toys and Legos, yeah, it's just rather, it feels like something is missing. That's what I'm trying to say, yeah. And lastly, for this section right here, we have probably the most interesting part of this whole building. This is where the alchemy stuff kind of comes in, and this is the amber piece from the Hogsmeade Village set, and those are actually stickers behind with some transcriptions, and there's some potions and lamps, and of course this nice fry pan over here for you to boil some potions or materials or something like that, which is quite nice. I really like that. So if the whole castle is something like that, it could actually be much better than what you see right now. But the fact is that these parts right here are not as it is. I would say that out of the whole entire wave of sets this time, this set is possibly the most disappointing one. I don't usually critique a set to this extent, and yeah, I don't really want to either, because I don't want to feel negative about Harry Potter, but like sometimes I just want to be honest to my viewers on this, and yeah, this is what I genuinely feel about this. This is a really disappointing Harry Potter set to an extent. Even if I don't consider the minifigures, because I do know that the minifigures, Lego did not have a choice, because like only the trios were involved in that scene. But like, I just feel that this set right here deserves more specifications or like just details to it. And yeah, that's what it is. And then otherwise, they also give me 2 visiting cards. This is the part where I actually love the most, just because I actually got 2 of the founders, Helga Hufflepuff and Salazar Slytherin, which I do really appreciate, and I feel that I lucked out on this. But other than that, I have to say, in terms of just giving ratings of this set, I'll give it pretty low. In terms of aesthetics wise, I just feel that this is like very misused to an extent, and even if I look from the outside, there's not much details as well, and yeah, I just feel that they could have done better. In terms of aesthetics, I would actually give this probably a 5. And then in terms of functionality wise, there's almost absolutely no play features whatsoever in this set, which is really quite disappointing. So I would give that a 5 as well. Lastly, for price to piece ratio, I would actually give this a pretty high score, because credits be. This set actually has around 397 pieces and retails for $39.99 USD, so that's an extremely good price, and it deserves a rating of 9 in terms of that. A 9.55, honestly I would give this set a C+. In my opinion, possibly one of the worst Harry Potter sets ever, but of course that's just my own opinion. If you have other kind of opinions, you can give your comments in the comment section below. I would totally respect that. But yeah, it's just not my favorite set, and that's just conclusion of which. And yeah, although today's video is kind of negative to an extent, I try to be very subjective and very fair, because just looking at it in terms of a playset, it just doesn't appeal to me. I really love the fluffy like brick built mold figure right here, and honestly that is one of the only things that's saving me from just eliminating this set from my collection. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video so far, and if you do, please subscribe to my channel, and if you don't, just leave a comment. Nox Lumos, and I'll see you on the jolly next adventure. Bye guys!